A young girl dreams of becoming a beauty pageant winner. Every day, she practices the walks and poses she sees pageant stars doing on TV. To her surprise, one day she actually gets a call to compete. A contestant has been disqualified for using banned substances, and somehow she's been chosen to fill the spot. The whole family erupts in celebration except for her father, Richard, who can't share in the excitement. The pageant is in California, 800 miles away, and his salary isn't enough to afford plane tickets. What started as a joyous moment quickly turns into another family argument. Her mother supports her daughter's dream, but Richard simply doesn't have the money. The rest of the family has their own troubles too. Her brother hasn't spoken a word in 9 months while preparing for flight school exams. Her uncle recently attempted suicide after a bad breakup, and her grandfather is an addict who got kicked out of his retirement home. Looking at his daughter's hopeful face, Richard finally makes a crazy decision: the entire family will drive across America. The next morning, they pile into their yellow van and hit the road. A few hours into the trip, Grandpa gets bored and starts teaching his 15-year-old grandson his techniques for picking up girls. Richard is furious and threatens to pull over, but Grandpa says he'll jump out if they stop. When they finally reach a diner, everyone is limited to spending just $4 each to save money. Olive orders ice cream, but Richard comments that ice cream will make her fat. Immediately self-conscious, she offers it to the family instead. Everyone eagerly digs in while Olive watches longingly. Eventually, she can't resist and takes a bite of the delicious ice cream herself. Richard starts to say something, but his wife cuts him off. When they leave the restaurant, they discover the van won't start. The whole family has to push to get it moving, then jump in one by one once it's running. On the road, Richard keeps talking up his book publishing plans when he gets a call from the publishing house. His phone dies mid-conversation, forcing him to stop and find a payphone to call them back. The publisher delivers bad news: they won't be publishing his book after all. Richard can't accept this and bikes 25 miles to confront the publisher in person. They reluctantly tell him the harsh truth: nobody knows who he is, so nobody would buy his book. Richard feels utterly defeated. He had always believed he would succeed, but reality has dealt him a crushing blow. He returns to the motel dejected. The next morning, he wakes up to even worse news: his father has died.